pick up where we left off with the beginner's lesson on harmonics, and we're grabbing our electric guitar here this time, and we're going to plug in some distortion, and welcome to Music with Marky. So in that little intro lead song there, you saw I employed a couple different techniques to get harmonics that weren't just the basic resting the finger on the strings. Those are great, but you're stuck with certain notes as shown in the chart from the first lesson. Now what if you want to get notes that are in a different key, like in this song I was in B minor, and I wanted to have that F sharp up here when I started, an octave of that. Well, that's the first of our two advanced harmonics techniques, and that is the plucked harmonic. And you play the note, and I'm doing it one octave higher. There are different spots that you can play these in, but the octave is going to be the easiest. So I'm on the 11th fret here, which an octave higher on the same string is the 23rd fret. So I'm going to, just as if I was playing a harmonic when I hold my finger over it, so when I have a G harmonic, but I want an F sharp one, I have to now, this becomes almost like a capo, and I have to now use the first finger in my case. You can use any finger really, but I'm using the first finger, and gently rest it over just like you would when you're doing the normal harmonic. And then I need to pluck it somehow, so I use my thumb. So my finger's just on top of it at the 23rd fret, and I get that note, rings out, and I did a bend there. The next note I did was an A. I've actually run out of frets, so I had to kind of find it by plucking around. There it is. And now I have an octave of the A harmonic, one that you wouldn't be able to reach with any normal harmonics. And I bent it up to the B note there. And these plucked harmonics can be pretty difficult to hit. They definitely take some practice, but it is the same exact concept as the normal harmonics as far as how lightly you touch the string and lift off. It's just that you now can take and move your harmonics to match fretted notes, and as I said in this instance, the most basic of them is just one octave higher. And while you can do different positions of them besides just an octave, because you can do any note and hit it an octave higher on the fretboard, you don't really have to memorize different positions of the harmonics because you just find the note you want and go up an octave. The other thing you can do, which is what you saw at the end there and works great for tapping out chords, and the first time I saw it was the end of an Yngwie Malmsteen song, is to quickly tap the harmonic. And this is something that works a little bit better on electric than acoustic. What I just showed you with the first one works on both, but the second technique is easier to play on an electric guitar. And for instance, I had the B minor chord here, and all I did was tap the note that you could also pluck. I could pluck the octave of the B and the F sharp, but I wanted to do it quickly, so I just hit the fret very quickly. It's a great way to put together chords or dyads and triads of harmonics, and they're called tapped harmonics. And again, this stuff works pretty well with a clean sound too. Let me grab my other guitar that's tuned Dadgad here, and I'll play a little piece of something for you. I'm going to play a little piece of a song of mine here, and I'm working with two different chords, and one's just the D. And I'm going to move down, and when I come back to the D the second time, you're going to see me employ a harmonic and the plucked harmonic. So you can see this works on clean or acoustic sounds as well, and it allowed me to employ that same F sharp octave harmonic that wouldn't normally be within reach on that chord position there, and this one here. And again, in review, it's just a very light touch with one of the fingers on your picking hand, and then a pluck with your thumb, and a lift off. All of the things as far as positioning over the fret and whatnot are the same as your basic harmonics. So those are your two advanced harmonic techniques, the plucked one and the quick tapped one. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I get back to everybody as soon as I can. And until next time, guys, keep making great music. Hey friends, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. It makes the whole world better.